But yeah, let's do an offline real fast, and I'll show everybody like. I'm gonna record this, enable offline, and we'll do this. All right, so. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the loot run that me and a couple of my buddies have been doing, and I'm gonna show you guys, like, I'm gonna describe to y'all what we can find in Lighthouse for my particular loot run, and it's gonna be pretty friggin' awesome. VoIP is unavailable offline, yeah, we know. But I'm gonna do a quick offline run, show y'all the loot run, describe to y'all what I've found in certain places. And we'll run through it. I do enjoy this run. This run has made so much money before and after the supposed nerf. It's absolutely fantastic, and I hope y'all make just as many millions. So, regardless of where you spawn, if you spawn here, you're gonna make your way up. This is actually a pretty good spawn to start this video. We run up the side of the mountain. Run up to essentially what is the star of the show, the chalet. And, you know, there's just so much loot to be had on this map. It's absolutely unreal. Make the little drop down. There are some non-drop areas, but I don't want to go all the way around, so we'll go this way. Make your way over. Come over here, run right quick over here to the chair. There are 3 loot spots right here, right here. There's a gold chain apparently stuck in the ground. As you can see, you can find bitcoins, lions, anything on the chair. And then the other loot spawn is right here. There's also a grenade and a med crate down at the helicopter. But you run over here to the star of the show. But yeah, the chair can have a bitcoin, lion, anything really available for that chair. It's a super high tier loot spot. And we keep going. There's also a stash right over there. A buddy told me about it. Right over there next to the car. Into the mountains. You can grab if you are low on loot. But you shouldn't be if you're going here. So, same idea. There's a spawn that happens under the book. Scroll around. If you see your little white indicator light. Also next and on top of the desk, you can find meds laid around right here next to the thing. You can check the safe. Saves have been buffed, so you can find Bitcoin, gold chains, lines, inside the save. Okay, so usually what we do is you come run over here inside the garage, check right here, check on top of the box, check right there. On top of the thing, you can find stems, you can find VPXs, wireless transmitters, stems, pretty much anything. I found tank batteries right here on this countertop. Turn my laser on, we'll show. You can find loot here, and you can find loot here. In this car is a decent attachment spawn. You can find decent stuff. Right here, you can find rollers and other assorted little rare loot spawns. on the table. Rare loot spawn inside the box and on both chairs. You can find bitcoins, VPXs, wireless transmitters, pretty much anything that suits your fancy, really. And so run over here. We'll do a quick. You can find gold chains right here, and med spawns right here on the bench. Come over here. Make your quick run over here. There's a intel spawn right here, and there's a bitcoin spawn on the chair and on the table. You can also find med spawns right here. We run back inside. You can find gold chains and rollers right here, and on this one if you can see them. We head upstairs real quick. You can find bitcoin, rollers, rare loot spawn right here on this shelf, and also there's a rare spawn on this box. There's a large weapon case, and there's food spawns on the pool table, as well as a rare loot spawn right here on the entertainment center. Heading down. Make our first left. There's a ammo spawn on the chair. There's, according to my friends, there's a spawn on the shelving here. There's rare loot spawn right here, and on the other bookshelf. Heading over into the theater, there is a intel spawn right here and right here. You can also find things like water filters and other mechanical items inside the theater. 2 weapon boxes, and you can find ammo and assorted stuff in these weapon boxes here. I always check this chair. You can find random little odds and ends. Moving on down, you can find foodstuffs right here. Head outwards, and you can find rare loot, stems, VPXs, vertexes, and wireless transmitters right here, and aces. You can go right here, and here's another 2 rare loot spawns right here on his shoulder. As you saw, I found an ASA. You can also find bitcoin stems on both of these spawns. Moving on, we've checked the house. Check this box right here in front of it, and on top of it you can find bitcoin stems, random mechanical loot. And then we jump over. And then run over here. Literally just run down the mountain. You really won't hurt yourself. I don't know when BSG is going to patch that mountain drop, but you literally just walk down, come over here, and I'll show you some more Bitcoin spawns. Alright, so we're going to come over here. You can find random mechanical loot here. And you come in here, there's a spawn right here on this magazine, you have to check for it. And right here on the cactus. And on the desk. Check the chair and the desk. You can get bitcoins and random rare loot like gold chains, Rolexes, you know, all sorts of different kinds of stuff. You can find meds and a jacket here and a jacket here. You can find rare loose loot. Check this box right here for random stems and other loose loot. It's a rare loot spawn. This table right here will hold both kinds of alcohol. I found whiskeys, vodkas, and moonshines all right there. Behind the bar, found horses, lions. You can see a clock right here. Found Bitcoin behind the bar. Right here you can find random loose loot. Right here you can find attachments on this right here, and there's a vodka spawn and a stim spawn. Stems right here and along the ledge. And this is if you're on a scav. Like if you got if you're on your PMC and you've got your keys, there's 2 saves on the top. You can occasionally find loot in. Sometimes it's a bust, sometimes it's not. This area has a 1 moonshine spawn in here. Just check it real quick. There's 2 weapon crates right here and right here. It takes nothing to check. There's a grenade case. This table can spawn rare loot like rollers and other assorted valuables. Check right here. Check the boxes for random loose loot. Of course it would rain and make this very hard to do. Check all the chairs when you come over here. Check all the chairs. I found Bitcoin on every single one of these chairs. There's a rare spawn. Bitcoin can spawn there too. And then you come over here, you can find random ammo posted up on the random ammo and stems posted up on the trampolines. I love how that rain didn't last but for like 5 seconds. There's a body that's considered a cache right here. You can find rare loot in it. And we come down to village. We come down to village. Skip over that if you don't have the key. It's not worth it. First room on the left of this apartment. Check this box right here for loot. Check right here on the bed. And we move on. Sometimes you can find decent ammo in here. More often than not, this room is trash. Moving on up here. Right next to the laptop has rare loot. You can find Bitcoin rollers, all kinds of rare loot right there. And jackets. This desk is a intel spawn apparently. You can find rare med loot right here. Among other stuff. You can find stuff right here in the entertainment center. And you can find Bitcoins and other things as you saw in my last raid right here. And rare loot right here. And then 2 jackets. Run down. And you can find loot right here. And then we're moving forward. This run literally takes 10 to 20 minutes. It depends on how fast you are. Now, I don't always check in here, but you can find water filters among other rare mechanical loot. A buddy of mine has found a military corrugated hose on the table. I've found rare mechanical loot like sewing kits and other things right here. There's a mechanical crate. Yeah, you can find vodkas and other assorted goods here on the couch. All over here and in this area, you can find tech spawns. And then moving forward, you can go jump over this fence. There's a jacket right there. On this couch, you can find random assorted goods, and right here as well, you can find like PSUs and other tech goods. Up here is a rare tech loot. You can find it right here on this box, in front of the desk, on the desk, and I have found power supplies right here. In this room, you can find on the chair rare tech stuff, food stuffs right here, and right here on the table. And then for the last house on the village, you can also find ammo and other assorted goods right here on the well. And then come run up here to the final house on the hill. There's a jacket right there, and you can find rare loot right here and right here. And inside the house, I found pro kill medallions right here, so I assume this is a very rare loot spawn that you can find on the newspaper. On the chair, you can also, on any of the leather chairs in this map, you can find bitcoins and rare loot. Intel spawn right here, and rare loot right here. Moving on in, this is an all loot spawn in the sink. You can find bitcoins, gold medallions, fucking the silver badges, anything can spawn right here, and a jacket, and then the right here on the box. And that is really it for the loot run. And then you can just, if you spawn here, you can do this in reverse and get out on Southern Road. And if you spawn at the villa, you can just run up here. And even with me explaining things, it took less than 20 minutes. That's how quick this loot run is. This loot run is short. It's sweet. And when you get it all done, you can find a ton of stuff, scav or otherwise. And there are other loot spawns on the map, but this is the one that you majorly get the most of your loot from.